Tonight's third storyteller is Dennis Mennenga. Dennis has shared some open mic stories with us before, and remember, your chance for an open mic story is coming right up. But tonight is his second time as a featured storyteller. Dennis is a farmer from Leroy and will be married 50 years next March to his lovely wife, Mariella. They have a son, Eric, a daughter, Amanda, and 7 grandkids. I think one of them is with him tonight. Right? Josie. All right. Dennis enjoys traveling, but still manages to manage a goat herd of 30 plus and growing. What is Dennis afraid of or not afraid of? He's not afraid of heights. He's just afraid of falling. Let's welcome Dennis Mennenga.
Johnny Cash. Boy, this is going to be very difficult. You guys ahead of me were too good. Holy cow. I got notes I have to look at once in a while. Okay. Is this close enough? No, I'm all right. Is it recording? Okay. Okay, tonight I'm talking about our mission trips that we took to Las Vegas, Nevada. Oh man, I didn't think I was going to get any laughs. Okay, especially the first one we took in 2016. And this was a sweaty palm trip from start to finish, I'll tell you. In 2015, Jenny and Brian Bland from Leroy sold everything they had and moved out there to run a mission trip out there for the homeless people. This Las Vegas at the time was a homeless people hub of homeless people in the United States. So they went out there to get started, and they called themselves Goodness Gracious Ministry. Their mission was to feed the hungry, both physically and mentally. God called them to do this. So our churches from Leroy decided we would send people out there to help them the next year. So in 2016, we went, a total of 12 people went. I knew 6 of them pretty good, and the other 6 not so good. We have 2 people with us tonight that went every time with us, sitting behind me, Doug and Sue Etherton. So the journey began. The first year we flew out of Peoria airport, and then I was okay. I took a pill there to begin with, and then within an hour I was supposed to feel pretty good. But I don't know if it worked that well. But anyway, we got on the plane. That's when I had the first sweaty palms the second time. Finally, we get to the big Las Vegas airport. Holy cow. Jenny and Brian Bland were there to greet us in this old bus that Pastor Cody had left us to use. He was a nice guy. So then we went to our house. We rented a big house there, and that was overwhelming. That night we got there, we decided on the rooms and 2 bathrooms to share, but they all treated me pretty good, so it helped a lot. That first night we went over the agenda, and we prepared ourselves for the week. Some of us went grocery shopping, and others got supplies ready for Monday and to bed early. And then the first day, we went to this park called Topeka Park, where a lot of people hang out, especially young kids. So we divided up. Some of us talked to adults, and some of us talked to young kids. And we played games and did Bible lessons, especially this one little boy, Abel. He was 6 or 7. He took to us real well. I was playing Ring Around the Rosie with 5 or 6 kids, and then all fall down. And then Abel, I got a picture of him here. Abel asked me what happened to my left arm. I don't know if everybody can see that or not. He's right over here. Yep, he's right down there. He asked me what happened to my left arm right there, and I said I lost it. So he said, I'm going to give you my arm. He's right over there. So he stood with me, and he put his left arm behind mine, and we were a team from then on, me and him. He was a sweet kid. And the next year we went back, and he remembered me, and he got taller. He stood up a little taller with me. So he was a good one out there. There, now everybody can see it. So after we gave them all Bible lessons and talked to them again and played games, we fed them all. Brian was cooking in the trailer, and then they all lined up and we ate with them, and then we went back to our house. On another day, we went to, Tuesday, we went to Sunset Park. We got there at 8:30 in the morning and started serving homeless people at 10, and they were lined up for miles, and I got some pictures of them there too. And this was very overwhelming. This was the biggest we ever had, so I had sweaty palms there again for the third time. So after they got done eating, we had tables set up for clothing, shoes, and etc. And sometimes we would go out with Brian and get gift cards, and at night from the restaurants, they'd give us free food to take back so we could use it the next day for the homeless. One night we did prayer walk on the strip and had dinner with the crowd there. Wednesday nights, Pastor Cody did an event at his park. He called it Broken Chains Ministry. And he wrote a book about his life. But that one there was a very calm experience. We enjoyed talking to him there. So we did have one day where we had fun. We had Thursday off. So we all decided to go to the Grand Canyon. And Mariella's sister, my wife's sister, Melinda, surprised us. She had rented us a helicopter ride to go up to the Grand Canyon. So, wow, that would be nice. I'd never been in a helicopter. So we went to the strip that morning, and there was a big, long limousine waiting for us. And the guy says, go way to the back, there's more people coming. And I looked in there and I said, no way, I'm claustrophobic. So he let me sit in the front finally with him. And we got to the pad, helicopter pads. And then Mariella was carrying my pills, and she said, better take this, it takes an hour for it to work, so okay. They're all thinking different, I think. But anyway, I took it, so we had an hour to relax. But, not really. 20 minutes later, he comes in and said, we're ready to go. So then I got in a panic mood again. So we went out there, and he was telling us where to sit. And I said, no, I can't sit there. I got to sit by my wife and by the window, by the door. And after he was frustrated, he said, okay, I'm going to change you all around. So he let us sit there where I wanted to. So then, once we got going, after a while, I guess the pill started working and I felt better. Yep. So what a trip it was. I had a good time looking all over, and we made it up there in good time. It didn't take very long. The rest of them were taking that old bus up there, and it took them a while because it was bumpy and dirty and stuff like that. So we did pretty good on that. I liked that then. So I was glad we flew. So then we had a little time left when we got back to Las Vegas Strip before we went back to the house. So Mariella wanted to ride this big Ferris wheel, and they called it the Link. And so I said, yeah, okay, let's go. Melinda didn't go with us, but we got on there and hardly nobody there, so we had our own compartment, and it held about 10, 20 people, pretty easy. So we got on there, and that's when I started. It went really, really slow. So that's when I started getting panicky and really bad sweaty palms. I didn't know what to do. It wasn't going to stop. I took my shirt off then, and I felt better. I did. I felt better, and that's all I'll say about that. And then we got up to the top finally, and then you could look around all over, and then I felt better, and it took a while to come back down, so then it was a lot better. So then we went back to the house, and the next day we served more homeless people, and we said our goodbyes. This was such a great experience, though, for us to go. And Doug and Sue went every time with us because we went 4 years, and then we had to stop when COVID hit, and we should go back again sometime. But my last sweaty palm experience was when we got to the airport. We were in a hurry to leave to get to the plane and stuff, and my wife, Mariella, I don't know if you guys remember this or not, she was leading us, and we were running. That was back when I could run. But anyway, she was leading us, and I was following. We got to this tall escalator, and so she said, "Come on, get on." So I was rolling a big suitcase and carrying a briefcase with my iPad stuff in it. So she got out and started down. I stood at the top there, and boy, I didn't know what to do. So I got on finally, and I didn't know how to do it. So I took that briefcase and I just threw it over the side. Holy cow. Remember that, Doug? You guys, they were behind me. But my wife was down there not very happy. So luckily it didn't hit nobody. Yep. And we went on, she said. So that's the end. I made it.